From glowing eyes following humans in cars and black creatures smiling from behind the branches, to ghosts walking through traffic and ape-like creatures walking through the water, here is real scary camera footage that will surely creep you out. Glowing eyes. While out for a drive, these people came across a man who was attempting to follow their car. Thinking he was some kind of dimwit, they thought it would be amusing to turn the car around and get a closer look. However, when they did that, it wasn't quite what they had expected. Instead, they encountered a very peculiar creature with glowing eyes as it approached. Its speed was also remarkably inhuman, which was enough to frighten the occupants of the car away. A black creature. Two YouTubers were attempting to explore an isolated place when they came face to face with an eerie sight. Behind the branches of a tree stood a black creature staring directly at them. Its eyes and smile were discernible from the darkness, and it bore no resemblance to a human whatsoever. The location they were in was already renowned for being haunted by spirits and ghosts, so encountering one there wasn't surprising at all. Driver freaks out by a ghost. Supernatural occurrences seem to be unfolding in Malaysia, where spirits and ghosts have been spotted on deserted highways. In a video, two individuals are driving on a road late at night when they suddenly notice a figure sitting in the middle of the road. This person appears entirely unperturbed by the situation. The ensuing conversation between the two is quite comical, and if characters in horror movies behaved similarly, they might have a better chance of survival. The driver starts feeling uneasy about the person, and the entire situation takes on an eerie tone, prompting them to swiftly turn their vehicle around and leave. Sigbin. Much like chupacabras, Sigbins belong to the realm of myths. Or do they? Because apparently someone managed to capture one on camera. For those unfamiliar, Sigbins are mythological creatures that emerge in the darkness to extract blood from humans. They are said to move backwards with their heads lowered between their hind legs and possess the ability to become invisible to other creatures, especially humans. However, upon watching this clip, it becomes evident that not every attribute ascribed to these creatures in myths holds true. A shapeshifter. Uploaded on TikTok by curlyheadman20. This clip first depicts a woman running away from something, and then a long creature crawling on the ground comes into view. And then, after just a second, the creature shrinks into a small one as its rear part disappears. How did that happen? Could it have been a camera error? Or perhaps it actually occurred? Well, these are questions for which we will never obtain answers. Anaconda. Have you ever thought about how big those anacondas can get? Like, seriously, what's the upper limit for their size? Well, let me tell you, they can reach a whopping 30 feet. And that right there, looking at this particular anaconda, just shows you how incredibly powerful and dangerous these creatures can be. The tree can't even handle the weight of the snake as it tries to slither up it. Man, I'm relieved that Titanoboa is extinct. Can you imagine what could have gone down if they were still around? An unusual bath time. You've got to see this rare footage of an eagle doing something unexpected, taking a relaxing bath all by itself. Usually, we see eagles fighting or hunting, but this one decided to unwind and cool off. The trail camera captured this moment in 2022, and it's interesting to think that maybe the weather was just too hot for the eagle to resist a nice bath. Captured by a trail camera in the darkest time of the night, this image is sure to scare anyone who saw it. Was it a witch busy in her rituals, sacrificing things for demons? Or is it an alien? Or maybe a ghost? We did a lot of research but couldn't find anything. If you have any idea, let us know in the comments. Fox and fawn interaction. This video shows a fox and a baby deer in their daily life. They move around and check out their surroundings. The deer looks a little scared when it sees the fox, but the fox seems to be playing by gently biting the deer's leg. This is a natural moment that helps us understand how animals interact in the wild. Two-headed, three-eyed cat. A two-headed, three-eyed cat is an extremely unique and rare creature. This unique cat has two heads, rather than just one, as normal cats do. Each head has its own set of eyes, with an additional eye in the center. It's like having two cats in one body. This cat is a real-life enigma, and many may find it interesting and one of a kind. Bobcat mother aids kitten's first jump. A trail camera witnesses a touching event which went viral. A mother bobcat shares her knowledge with her newborn kitten in the serene woods of Washington. The mother, her swift skills in full display, carefully leaps onto an unseen branch while snowflakes fall around her. The intrepid kitten follows suit after being encouraged by its mother, but with adorable hesitancy. The intimate link between the two is highlighted in the slow-motion replay of this heroic effort, which is set against a winter wonderland. The two are kept secure by the pure snow, which serves as a soft cushion. Lessons that are both beautiful and touching can be learned from nature. Compassionate act by a bear. A brown bear in captivity at Budapest Zoo, Hungary, shows incredible compassion by saving a black crow from drowning in his enclosure's lake. By contradicting assumptions of interspecies behavior, the bear's unexpected act of empathy demonstrates its compassionate nature. A touching moment of connection between two extremely dissimilar creatures is captured by the bear's quick action in rescuing the crow from peril. Chill ghost bird. In this video, we've got a ghost bird chilling out on a log. This ghost bird looks super calm in the sunlight, just enjoying its time. And guess what? It's a wild animal, just doing its thing. Ghost walks through traffic. A 3-minute-long video uploaded on YouTube was considered just another normal day's CCTV footage, until some people noticed a peculiar incident taking place. At a certain point in the video, a man comes into view walking toward the road with the traffic still flowing, and as a truck, a van, and then another van pass by, they do not seem to harm the man in any way. He was literally walking through them. What could it be except a ghost, right? Unexplained creature. This clip was recorded in Ohio a few years ago, and the man who uploaded it claimed that he had observed this creature wandering around the roads and obstructing traffic for some time. Even though no statements were ever made by the authorities, the video evidence was available, and the man had recorded everything showing how the creature, which appears more like an insect but without wings, is moving around in the area. A pet crocodile. What might be a nightmare for one could be pure enjoyment for someone else. And this video is going to prove that, because while most of the Earth's population is scared of these crocs, this family somewhere in Borneo has this crocodile as their regular visitor. It swims up to them to get scraps of meat and shellfish as treats and then departs. But according to some, the crocodile isn't there for the meat. It goes there every day hoping for a chance that one of them might fall into the water. A mystery sea creature. A peculiar jelly-like sea creature was caught by a fisherman in the Gulf of Thailand. The fisherman placed the strange creature on a wooden bench and observed as it slowly moved across the surface. It seemed to be composed of thick grey goo containing black spots within each cell resembling larvae. Curious about its identity, the man asked friends and searched online, but no one could identify this marine creature from the depths of the tropical sea. Demon in the woods. This short clip was recorded by a man who happened to capture a real demon lurking in the woods. Even though the body looks human, the face resembles something straight out of hell. At first, we see the demon just staring at the camera, but after a few seconds, it starts moving forward. This, of course, freaked the man out, and he started running. The clip ended right there, leaving us wondering what might have happened. Alien sighting. In Oregon, 2011, a man named Thomas Collins and his friends set out to investigate some noises they heard on their property. They set up cameras everywhere in the hope of capturing the culprit behind the noises. And in the end, they succeeded. What they captured was a weird-looking head resembling what we know of aliens.
The heck is that? Shoot!
Even though it appeared for just a second, it was one scary encounter. Golem. This short creature was captured carrying what seems to be a small knapsack as it scurries among the rocks. If we take another look, we can see its face, which is a mix of human and dog or bear-like features. It might remind you of Gollum from The Lord of the Rings. The creature moves cautiously between the rocks, occasionally glancing behind as if it's keeping an eye out for some unknown predator. A massive bear. This bear was captured by a camera, and it was quite a sight for everyone on the internet as well. It looked as if it had been training for some competition or something. The video shows this mysteriously huge bear wandering in northern Minnesota, and people who watched it came up with all sorts of suggestions. Some thought it might be a pregnant mommy, while others speculated it's getting ready for hibernation. But even after different reviews, no one is exactly sure about this massive and scary bear. Slender Man. At first, it looked like a weird statue outside the man's house, but as he focused on it, it appeared to be moving. The man was scared as hell, yet he kept recording what he was seeing standing outside his house. After a few minutes, we actually get a close-up of the creature. It looks like what one would call a Slender Man, but whether it was real or not, that question just remained unanswered, as the man said he disappeared just seconds after. Brave woman tames wolves. In a freezing forest, a bold man and a brave woman went exploring. Out of the dense trees appeared two massive wolves. The daring woman, without fear, approached them like they were friends. But then, the enormous wolves began making eerie sounds. Terrifying bulldog versus mountain lion. In the spooky video, a camera in the woods records a scary scene. A skinny bulldog, looking really hungry, walks around in the shadows. Its eyes look super desperate, staring at something we can't see, like it really wants to get it. But there's a big cat called a mountain lion hiding in the dark. It's hard to see because it's so sneaky. The air feels heavy with worry as the scared bulldog gets closer to something we don't know about. The forest gets really quiet, except for the leaves making creepy sounds. Forest lion attack. In a creepy, dark forest, a scary camera recorded something really spooky. A big mountain lion came out from the shadows with its intense eyes shining. Out of nowhere, it jumped really fast and fierce onto a surprised animal, and that poor animal didn't make it. It was like nature's scary strength on display. The whole forest felt tense as this happened, like something from a really scary dream. Terrifying mountain lion chase. One sunny day, a man was recording a video when he saw something really scary. He caught a mountain lion chasing a helpless deer on camera. The lion came out of nowhere and stared at the deer, then suddenly ran super fast to catch it. You could feel the fear in the air as the lion chased the deer. The man was so surprised and scared that he couldn't move as he watched this intense and scary moment happening right in front of him. Someone in the desert. In August 2016, a video surfaced online featuring a humanoid figure walking in the Portuguese desert. Some believed it to be a chupacabra, while others thought it might be an extraterrestrial being. The creature was never captured on camera again, leaving its true identity a mystery. One intriguing detail was its movement towards the bushes, followed by a sudden disappearance. The creature's whereabouts remain unknown, leaving us to wonder about its fate. A UFO. This mysterious object was seen flying around in Hertfordshire. As the video was uploaded on YouTube, many people were quick to claim that it was a UFO. However, by the looks of it, it is rather hard to say. It could just be an aircraft too. An alien caterpillar. This incident occurred in the US when some children came to their mom, telling her that there was something weird outside. When she went to check, it turned out to be a very creepy caterpillar, with a human-like face and a scary body. She took out her phone and recorded it all. After being uploaded on the internet, the comment section was flooded with people suggesting it was an alien baby. But was it really that? Or was it a fake? That is something that will remain a secret forever. Paranormal activity. This video footage captures a situation where a man set up traps and cameras to figure out what was happening to his hens during the night. The results were quite eerie. Initially, a fake hen falls, causing the man's rope trap to shift. Some viewers even claim to have spotted a dark figure in the video. Feel free to share your thoughts if you notice it too. Paranormal activity. A guy heard screaming voices from inside a building and went in to investigate. As he approached, the voices started to get louder and louder, as if a woman was crying for help and someone was torturing her. As the man got closer to the source of the voices, a dark figure appeared and ran straight towards him, causing the man to run for his life. Maybe it was a ghost, or maybe it was a potential serial killer. We may never know the truth. A scary trail cam footage. This creepy creature appeared from behind the tree and disappeared a few seconds later. It's something that no one knows about yet. Was it just a human wearing a costume? Or did it actually resemble what skinwalkers look like? And what was it doing so deep in the forest late at night? These questions remain unanswered, no matter how long the video has been out. A jinn. While driving in the woods, a man captured footage of a strange creature on his dash cam. The creature stood in the distance without any movement. According to the man, it was a jinn. However, since the video ended without offering us a closer look, we can never be entirely certain. It could have been a tree, or possibly a jinn as described. Skinwalker. Lost in an unknown location, a man decided to record what he encountered in the darkness. Little did he know that he would come face to face with the most terrifying sights of his life. Not just once, but twice, he captured these horrifying creatures roaming the earth. When the video surfaced online, many were quick to claim that the camera had captured the infamous skinwalkers. Given their long hair, short arms, and peculiar bodies, it could easily have been a sighting of a skinwalker, or perhaps an elaborately staged hoax. Colorful birds. Trail camera out there in the forest caught sight of a stunning Eurasian jaybird on a sunny day. The bird was just chilling, sitting pretty, and then, all of a sudden, whoosh! It took off and flew away. This bird is a real looker with its vibrant colors, but unfortunately the trail camera missed capturing its face. Two-faced cat shock. A woman introduces us to her extraordinary cat, a feline with not one but two faces. The news she shares is simply shocking as she lovingly describes how beautiful her unique cat is. But here's the twist. Many folks are actually scared of this double-faced wonder. The woman admits she's never seen anything like it before, and it's got everyone talking. Forest snake attack. In a video from a trail camera, something scary happened in a sunny forest. A parrot was calmly drinking water behind a pot, not knowing there was danger. All of a sudden, the parrot felt something odd, and then a big snake showed up. The snake swiftly attacked and ate the parrot in a mean way, changing the calm scene into a scary example of how tough nature can be. Wild hog sighting. A trail camera got incredible footage of a wild hog encounter like no other in the dead of night. These huge, wild monsters wandered freely, their eyes flashing strangely in the infrared light of the camera. Their presence, which is normally concealed from human sight, was shown in this amazing video. This trail cam movie provides viewers with a unique insight into the mysterious world of wild pigs, leaving them in awe of nature's wonders. Mutant pig. Way down in South America, a farmer was excited about the upcoming birth of piglets from his female pigs. More piglets meant better business, which he was fully invested in. However, one of the newborn piglets turned out to be an unexpected surprise. It appeared mutated and unlike the others. The farmer recorded this unusual piglet and shared it online, sparking a wave of astonishment. Some speculated that it might be a strange human-pig mix, while others entertained the idea of it being an alien-like creature. The exact cause of its unique appearance remains a mystery. A mysterious bug. A family's CCTV happened to record a mysterious bug flying around the house. It was nighttime, and the family had gone somewhere, so it wasn't possible to go check it at the moment. However, later when they saw the recording, this is what they saw. Considering its size, the thing does not look like it was a moth. But then what was it? Some new species of moth? Or some ghost bug? Crawling creature. At first, it looked like a man with a headlamp on, but then it faced the camera, and that's when you see it has two eyes glowing the reddest possible. The size seems pretty big too, so that means it wasn't a human. But then what was it? A hoax or a terrifying beast lurking in the dark? Humanoid being. When some kids decided to go check out a long-abandoned building famous for its ghost sightings, they had no idea that they might actually come across a scary sight in there. It appeared for a millisecond, and that was enough to alert the boys that it was not safe in there, so they ran as fast as they could, and the video ended there. Hopefully, they made it out alive. A ghost in black. In this very short clip, all we see is a ghost peeking at the cameraman from behind a wall. This happened when some individuals who called themselves ghost hunters decided to explore a haunted building. This is what they witnessed there. According to them, it was a ghost, and the sounds it was making were enough to terrify them, so they ran out of the building before anything bad could happen.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Moving fire. To some, it's a jinn, and to others, it's the work of a witch. But regardless of what it is, there is no denying that experiencing something like this in reality is quite terrifying. I mean, imagine entering a building and then seeing a fire pit moving on its own from one point to another. Anyone would be scared, right? Luckily, the man decided to run away instead of investigating what was happening.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
A witch. While searching for evidence of black magic, these men were digging into the ground at a location famous for such occurrences. Little did they know that someone was keeping a very close eye on them. When the man with the camera and the light focused in the background, he captured a strange figure sitting a little distance away from them. And there's no doubt it was a scary sight, especially if you are in a dangerous spot at night. A werewolf. A farmer stumbled upon the body of a deceased werewolf and handed it over to researchers for thorough examination. Later, unknown individuals spread eerie photos and videos of the creature, causing intense fear among viewers. Despite the researchers' dedicated efforts to uncover the truth, they couldn't provide any explanations, adding to the mystery surrounding the incident. Seski Krumlov bears. A live camera captures two bears enjoying a playful struggle by a lake in this amazing viral video. They appear to be wrestling or fighting, yet everything is in good laughter. Splashes of water and bear embraces give the impression that they're having a good time together. It's a charming and fascinating sight to observe these large creatures enjoying fun in the water. Giant wolf. A camera captured a giant black wolf racing beautifully in a large wild forest areas. The wolf walked quickly, disappearing into the dark woods like a shadow. Its muscular legs smoothly pushed it through the woods, displaying its great strength and beauty. It was an incredible sight, a peak of nature's immense might on the move. Biggest anaconda snake. The largest anaconda snake ever photographed was a huge creature. It moved through the jungle, its smooth body gleaming in the sunlight. This extraordinary experience included close contact with one of the world's largest snakes. The sight of this massive anaconda left viewers in awe at the magnificent creatures that live in our planet's most remote locations. Mountain deer versus lion. A severe fight between a mountain deer and a lion was captured in a video. The deer, with its quick legs and keen senses, attempted to escape the lion's grips. An aggressive hunter, the lion tracked its victim with hidden commitment. This meeting, which was recorded on a video, depicted the battle for existence in the wilderness, where every action may be the difference between life and death. A scary sea spider. A fisherman was terrified after catching a mystery sea creature with dozens of long black legs. Desha Srichai, 41, pulled in the bizarre life form with long spindly limbs moving like a spider in Krabi province, southern Thailand, on November 30th. He noticed the odd-looking creature among the fish and recoiled with horror, hurling the net to the ground. The curious fisherman poked the mystery creature with a stick and considered whether to burn it before making a video on his phone to help identify the species. A ghost ride. This incident occurred in Thailand, just a day after an old man passed away. His wheelchair was captured on CCTV moving on its own. The entire staff was shocked to witness what had transpired. According to them, while it is possible that the wind might have played a role, they are planning to hold a holy event soon to offer prayers and pay respect to the former owner of their wheelchair. This image shows a huge bear who got all these scars on him. Maybe he got into a big fight, or maybe it was due to something else. But the picture and the way the bear is coming towards the camera is enough to scare anyone out. I mean, imagine seeing this sight in the woods at night. Caught in the act. In Lyons, Colorado, a surveillance camera recorded a clever bear in action. The bear appears to believe it's alone and confidently heads towards a nearby marijuana dispensary. Using swift maneuvers, the bear successfully seizes a bin and quickly retreats. It's as if the bear is well aware of its actions and aims to keep its mischievous behavior hidden. Unfortunately for the bear, it was unaware that the cameras were recording and documenting every single moment. Jungle Jinn. If you're not familiar with the concept of a jinn, it's like a clever spirit in the tale. In a distant part of the world, a group of men were enjoying themselves when they thought they spotted a set of unsettling eyes emerging from the forest. They halted to confirm their sighting, revealing a creature resembling a jinn. This creature locked eyes with them, covered in a ghostly white sheet, emitting a chilling vibe. Vanishing act. Whether you call it teleportation or the presence of extraterrestrial beings among us, this video is guaranteed to send shivers down your spine. A man was strolling along the street, perfectly normal, until he reached the edge of the camera's view and vanished, just like that, into thin air. While some believed it might be a superhuman with the power to teleport, others were convinced it wasn't even a human being. A real-life witch. Somewhere in Afghanistan, two men happened to capture a strange sight on camera. According to them, it was a black magic practitioner who stays in the caves and never comes out. When they first saw it, it ran into the cave, but the men were not in the mood to let it go like that, so they followed it inside. However, upon entering, all they saw was someone covered in a black cloth, with long and weirdly shaped fingers holding a log or something. Judging by the voice, it sounded like a woman. Nothing was confirmed as the men decided to leave it alone and go on their own way. Mysterious forest stalker. What appears to be just a simple video of two siblings playing in the woods takes a creepy turn as we realize that it isn't just two of them there. There is someone else right behind, and the two little kids start running in fear as soon as they realize that there is a creepy being following them. To some, it was a prank being played on the kids, but to others it looked like an alien-like being in the woods. Nothing was ever confirmed, though. Mysterious hole. Now to some it might look like a usual video where a coyote is captured digging up a random hole in the middle of nowhere. But when we consider the context, this is not as normal as it might look like to us. According to the owner of the trail camera, this coyote and raccoons had been digging out this hole for many nights. He had no idea what was there that got all of these animals so intrigued. Something odd. You won't believe what happened when a trail cam was doing its usual thing. Out of nowhere, a strange shadow of some creature popped up on the left side, and then it just disappeared without ever stepping in front of the camera. Even the experts couldn't figure out what it was, sparking debates among people. Some thought it could be Bigfoot, while others guessed a bear or even a gorilla. The mysterious swimmer. This guy was just trying to catch some fish for dinner when he saw the most bizarre creature swimming around in the water. Seriously, it looked like nothing he had ever seen before. So he whipped out his camera and filmed it to show to everyone. But the crazy part is, nobody could figure out what kind of animal it was. Its eyes, its skin color, nothing matched with known fish species. Could it be some sea monster like the ones people talk about in stories? Who knows? Mouse caught by a cat. A trail camera captured video of a cat capturing a mouse and walking away. The camera captured this amazing moment in nature, when the cat displayed its hunting abilities as it pounced on the mouse before casually wandering away. It shows the wheel of life in the wild. Deer decoy. A deer remains still in a thick, calm woodland. The trees give cover for the deer as it observes the surroundings. Suddenly, another hungry and clever animal comes, hoping to grab the deer for a meal. The stillness of the forest is interrupted by this dramatic life-or-death encounter between nature's predator and victim. Mountain lion vs. house cat. A large mountain lion tries to battle a little house cat. The mountain lion is far larger and powerful than the domestic cat. It's like comparing a giant to a small fighter. But keep in mind that the mountain lion is a wild animal, while the domestic cat is only a pet. To avoid danger, it is critical to keep the house cat safe and away from the mountain lion. Trail cam video of deer. In this incredible trail camera film, you'll be treated to a stunning scene in the forest. A gorgeous deer with stunning twisting horns moves elegantly through the woods. The camera catches the deer's inherent beauty and grace as it wanders calmly through its surroundings. It's a fascinating view into the wonderful state of nature, where these gorgeous creatures flourish. Scared wild deer captured. A trail camera in the woods recently captured something incredible. It captured footage of fearful deer rushing through the woodland, their eyes filled with terror. These lovely animals ran quickly, their beautiful motions blending nicely with the rich trees. It's an exciting look into their natural environment, where survival instincts reign supreme, and the outdoors serves as their home. The stroll of the mountain lion family. A female mountain lion proudly took her 3 lovely kittens on a leisurely family stroll across the challenging terrain of Salt Lake County's mountains, in a touching scene caught on a trail camera. As they moved together across the rugged terrain, the camera's lens captured the connection between the protective mother and her inquisitive child. This extraordinary look into the private lives of these magnificent creatures highlights the delicate family dynamics found in nature, and serves as a reminder of the complex relationships that exist outside of our field of vision. An unusual sight. A woman spotted this weird creature swimming in the water, and she got all confused, thinking what exactly was that? It wasn't like what a fish would look like. But then, what was it? And it also appeared to be at the same spot, not moving a lot. However, after a little bit of research, we found out that there is a possibility that it might just be a fish, but upside down. Slender Man. The creature, or whatever it is in this clip, appears for a very, very short moment, and that is when the bike's light shines upon it. The biker in the speed he was going probably did not notice the creature being there until he checked the video. Some said it was the infamous Slender Man, while for others it could just be a tree branch or something. Owls. Owls are known for their wisdom, but let's tell you, owls are also famous for being creepy. Sometimes they are looking like aliens, and other times they are moving so weirdly like the ones in this clip. They just make sure if they're residing in someone's attic, no one comes up there, and if someone do, then they should scare the hell out of him. Bigfoot. According to the man who uploaded this image, it is a skunk ape holding an infant Bigfoot. However, upon closer it looks like it is just one creature, but a very weird one. Its face does not look like a gorilla, instead more like a human. Could it be the Bigfoot? Or is it just a hoax? Tell us in the comments section. A weird woman. Some policemen received information about a nearby fire and were told to go check it out. However, upon reaching the mentioned place, they discovered it wasn't just a fire. There was also a woman standing right above the flames. She appeared to be engrossed in some kind of ritual, which led people to believe that she was a witch, someone in the house. Somewhere near an abandoned house, a man succeeded in recording an eerie sight. In one of the windows, a peculiar figure can be seen moving from the right to the left side. According to the man, it is a ghost, as the house was famous for ghost sightings. However, there is always the possibility that it's nothing more than a fake, a human-like figure. Recorded in the woods, this video shows a strange human-like figure dressed in all black, standing alone in the middle of the night. The figure also appears to be moving towards the person with the camera. When the video was uploaded to the internet, it left everyone confused. Many people from the same area claim to have seen this figure before, but no other evidence besides this video has ever been found. Flying Man. As some tourists were capturing moments with a magnificent building in the backdrop, the individual operating the camera observed an unusual event unfolding in the background. A person, or perhaps not entirely human-looking, was soaring at a considerable altitude in the sky. The situation lacks a rational explanation, making it challenging to definitively classify the flying entity as a human or something different. What's even more astonishing is the remarkable velocity at which it swiftly darted away. Graceful deer roams amid bushes. A recent door camera image shows a gorgeous scene as a deer ambles through a lush lawn. The abundance of bright green plants surrounding the place adds to the creature's charm. The deer's graceful movements create a peaceful atmosphere against the backdrop of the surrounding natural environment. This candid photo from the door camera provides an insight into how wildlife and suburban environments interact peacefully. Exclusive mink den. The mysterious home of a mink is revealed in this amazing site from West Hampton, Massachusetts, which was captured by a trail camera in February 2020. The den was a sanctuary for the monster, hidden beneath a tree and a large stone. The video shows the mink emerging cautiously, its circumspect motions showing a great knowledge of its environment. A quick look into the life of this shrewd and careful resident, demonstrating its mastery of wilderness survival. Predator feeding frenzy in the daylight. Mountain lions in New Mexico's arid terrain go on a never-ending hunt to provide food for their pups. These beautiful hunters chase their unwary prey with unrelenting tenacity in the glaring daylight. These top hunters display their skill as the guardians of nature by eating coyotes, deer, and even ringtail cats. The relentless fight for existence creates a mesmerizing picture of the delicate environmental balance in which each species fulfills its function. Observing this vivid display serves as a reminder of the delicate balance that coexists with the wilderness of New Mexico's natural beauty. Epic gator showdown. At the Eagles golf course in Tampa, Florida, two enormous 11-foot alligators fought in a vicious struggle for control, creating a riveting display. The golf course witnessed an incredible battle between these extinct reptile titans in the bright sunlight, a dramatic exhibition of territorial conflict and mated rights. The gator fight's raw strength and primal intensity demonstrated the untamed essence of the animal realm. This captivating picture not only enthralled viewers, but also vividly served as a reminder of the wildness that lives just outside the bounds of our human world. A close call. This park ranger in Yellowstone had a heart-stopping moment. While on duty, they had a really close encounter with an enormous grizzly bear. Imagine that. The ranger noticed the giant bear and tried their best to keep it away from the visitor's car. But guess what? The bear didn't stop. It decided to charge straight at the ranger. Can you believe it? Thankfully, the ranger managed to escape and kept shooting into the air until the bear finally ran back into the forest. A creepy cane. This video does not show any wild creatures or humanoid beings, but what it shows is just as creepy. A security guard saw it on CCTV footage and decided to record it from there. The cane is standing next to a chair at first, but then we see it moving on its own and stopping near the elevator. As the video progresses, someone sees it lying on the floor and then picks it up, and after a few minutes, the cane disappears from the spot too. Where did it go? No one knows. The attic monster. A man kept hearing creepy voices from his house. So one day, he just decided to go check the whole house to see what was causing them. When he couldn't find anything anywhere, he had to check the attic, which was the only place left. At first, there was nothing except broken toys and other old stuff. But as he continued to search, he found a weird-looking man sitting in some kind of a box. And that is where the video ends. What happened afterwards? We couldn't tell. A scary woman. Although the Saudi Arabian police hadn't set out to discover a witch, they stumbled upon an unexpected encounter. They spotted an elderly woman dressed in white with long black hair covering her face. As they reversed their car, she even attempted to follow them briefly. Eventually, the witch chose to part ways and disappeared into the darkness. A weird old woman. Late at night, a group of men came across an elderly woman sitting on a road. Curious about her presence, the men recording the scene questioned her, but she seemed clueless. Given her appearance and hands, which had some distinctive features, the men couldn't help but suspect she might be a witch. Unidentified catch. This clip has captured the attention of millions, presenting what is considered one of the most compelling proofs of mermaid existence to date. While out at sea during a storm, fishermen made an astonishing discovery in their nets. A careful look reveals a creature with human-like characteristics caught in the net. Considering the treacherous conditions and the appearance of the creature's hand, which is webbed like that of a mermaid, it raises questions about the possibility of mermaids. A ghost. Referred to as the Defy witch, this solitary individual resides in a woodland building. Some individuals ventured to film their encounter with her, catching a fleeting glimpse of her from a window. Without even entering the building, they spotted the witch, prompting thoughts about her curiosity and potential actions against intruders. A floating tree. Is it an optical illusion or a remarkable occurrence? You might find yourself pondering this question as you watch a palm tree seemingly float in midair. The incident took place in Oman in 2017 during the relocation of the palm tree. While it's lifted by a crane, the video gives the impression that the tree is magically hovering. A cult. Picture a car cruising down a dim road at night. Out of nowhere, a group of individuals dressed as, can you guess, Charlie Chaplin? Yes, it's quite bizarre. Even more unsettling, they halt to peer into the car, and a mysterious light appears in the background. Keep an eye out for the masked individual too. An alien. Unlike the other clips in today's video, this one was recorded within a room. These individuals had installed cameras inside their house due to prior experiences with paranormal activities. However, this time it reached an entirely new level. A peculiar figure emerges from behind the door. The humanoid figure gives the impression of attempting to glance inside the room. It does come into slightly clearer view, but the video ends before affording us a more distinct sighting. Strange creature. With a burst of courage, a man entered a haunted house without knowing the terrifying surprise that awaited him. As he cautiously explored and documented everything with his camera, he suddenly encountered a shadowy figure lurking in the darkness. The figure's intense stare was fixed on him, causing the man to feel both startled and frozen in fear. The video he was recording abruptly cut off, leaving us curious about the true nature of this unsettling presence. Could it be conceivable that the mysterious entity is actually an extraterrestrial in disguise? An eerie animal. Recently posted on the internet, this video has raised numerous questions in the minds of viewers. A man, while on his way home, came across a rather eerie sight and began filming it. The video doesn't make it easy to identify the object, but it appears to be some sort of hybrid creature. However, upon closer inspection, it became clear that it was simply a brown hyena carrying the remains of a zebra. So, there's probably no need for concern. A weird cryptid. Captured by a trail camera, this video shows a very weirdly shaped creature sitting on the ground. Was it an alien, or was it something else? Even though the video was uploaded many years ago, no one has been able to determine anything about the being in it. A black shadow. All we see in this clip is a man going on his way, and then a black shadow appears. He pushes the man against the wall and then continues to try and drag him towards where it came from. But the real thing to wonder about here is whether it was really just a black shadow doing that, or was it a shadow of something that the camera couldn't capture? Happy snowy breakfast. A woman is seen enjoying a leisurely breakfast while sipping beer in the peaceful setting of a snowy morning. This peaceful moment of indulgence has a special setting on the snow-covered table. She takes comfort in the simplicity of the moment, appreciating the taste of her food and the crispness of the air, surrounded by the quiet beauty of winter. This lovely scene illustrates the power of discovering happiness in unexpected places, where the embrace of nature and a drink of beer combine to provide a serene symphony of bliss. Heroic puppy rescues. In a touching act of compassion, a golden retriever takes on the role of the unexpected hero. The dog reacts quickly after spotting a fish that has become trapped outside of its natural home. He gently picks up the fish in his jaws and carefully drops it back into the water, saving its life. As this act of compassion takes place, the relationship between animals surpasses the borders of species. This extraordinary occurrence serves as a moving reminder of the connectivity of all living things and the inherent goodness that can be found in even the most remote regions of our Earth. Retriever rescues. A pet fish found itself trapped outside of its watery home in a touching scene. A curious cat tried to assist, but its small paws had trouble getting the fish back to its pond. A golden retriever puppy dashed onto the scene as optimism was beginning to fade. To everyone's amazement, the pup carefully captured the fish and returned it to the ocean with a gentle determination. This unexpected display of bravery demonstrated the immense empathy that animals may have across species boundaries. This peaceful moment served as a potent reminder of the beauty found in compassion and harmony in a society that is frequently characterized by division. Lions, playful bond. A mother lion and a curious 3-year-old girl played a charming game of patty cake in an astounding display of interspecies friendship. A mirror stood between them, reflecting their gestures simultaneously as the touching spectacle played out with a touch of mystery. The child's naive claps were mirrored by the lioness's delicate paws, creating a loving relationship that cut beyond species borders. This amazing connection highlights the unsuspected bonds that can develop between creatures and serves as an example of the global language of play. It also serves as a reminder of the harmonious threads that run through the fabric of existence. a new species. This daring explorer found himself in the heart of the jungle, full of adventure and curiosity, when he stumbled upon a mysterious cave. Naturally, he couldn't resist the urge to investigate further. And guess what? He encountered an utterly unexpected sight, a sinister creature slithering toward him in the darkness. Talk about a heart-stopping moment. He swiftly fled from the scene, his feet carrying him as fast as they could. To this day, the true identity of that creature remains a mystery. But one thing's for sure, it certainly wasn't Spider-Man. A black ring. In the video, there is a mysterious black smoke ring floating above a group of buildings. The ring appears solid and perfectly circular, clearly separated from the sky. The origin of the smoke ring remains unknown, leading to various theories about its nature. Some propose it might serve as a portal to another dimension, while others consider it a unique atmospheric phenomenon. Regardless of its origin, this smoke ring is sure to deeply impact anyone who sees it. Orangutan rescue. Toward the river, there was this orangutan, facing a tough situation, feeling like all hope was slipping away for its survival. But you know what? It didn't give up. And guess what? A human came to the rescue, carrying a long log of wood. The man and the orangutan climbed onto a big rock in the middle of the raging river. They used the long wood to reach the dry land. Despite being in distress, the clever orangutan knew how to use the wood to get to the trees and then to safety. The rake. In the video, a curious man decided to investigate strange noises emanating from the sewer near his house. He recalled hearing similar sounds in the past and even catching a glimpse of what he believes to be a mysterious creature, which he described as an alien. With a bold determination, he attempted to make peaceful contact with the creature. But the next events turned out to be anything but peaceful. Some speculate it could be the rake, but to others, it was just a fake video. A creature on the roof. What this man saw and recorded was something which was enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. At the start of the video, there is nothing much to be seen, just the darkness, the man's car, neighborhood and all. But as the video progresses, a creature appears on the roof crawling on it. It not just scared the man, but us too, to be honest. But was it real or not? No one could tell. A death march. A strange video was recorded by a man who stepped out of his house and saw a group of turkeys acting oddly. These turkeys were circling around a dead cat on the road. When the video gained popularity, people were puzzled. But we have an explanation. Researchers say the turkeys thought the cat was a threat, so they began to investigate. Since turkeys stick together, when one started circling, the others followed, creating a strange loop now known as the death circle. Creepy being on camper. The recording is a bit unclear and not high in quality, but what it shows is truly remarkable. Imagine this. A creature with a hammer-shaped head suddenly appears on top of a camper's roof, lets out a loud scream and then disappears. Some thought it looked like a dog. Others suggested a monkey, but honestly, it didn't resemble any of those animals to us. So what exactly was it? Nobody has the answer. Creepy night encounter. So there's this video of some folks who decided to take a nighttime stroll in the woods. They had a flashlight to light their way, but the darkness made it all pretty eerie. While walking, they stumbled upon this strange creature sitting on the ground, its back turned towards them. At first, they thought it might be some animal, but when it turned its head, they saw these glowing eyes and a super creepy face. Some say it could have been a fallen angel. Others claim it was a demon. A witch. This picture was captured by a trail camera, and it shows a human-like figure sitting high on the tree. With long white hair and glowing eyes, the viewers were quick to decide that it can be nothing but a witch, busy in her witchcraft in the middle of the night. However, nothing was ever confirmed. Happy otter. At 3 in the morning, this otter got so excited that it decided to go have a nice time with its neighbor, the trail camera. However, it wasn't long before the otter had its attention diverted to something else, so it just left the camera there. A Bigfoot's baby. When this video hit the internet, it had everyone scratching their heads. Was it just a big gorilla holding its baby and running away from the nearby humans? Or was there more to this video than what meets the eye? It didn't take long for many to start thinking that is what the Bigfoot would be like, and there's a big chance that this might be one. However, nothing was confirmed by the authorities about this clip. Touching act of baby dog. A young puppy recently demonstrated in a touching act of empathy that friendship knows no boundaries. The worried dog decided to wait by the side of the baby deer until it was released after getting caught in a fence. The scared fawn was calmed by the dog's patient watchfulness and kind temperament, and their unexpected relationship bloomed during this arduous ordeal. Their extraordinary encounter serves as a heartwarming reminder that love transcends species and may cross even the most unexpected gaps in nature. Brave fans saved a falling cat. A cat found itself in a precarious predicament during a Miami game, clinging to the edge of the stadium roof, anxiously trying not to fall. As the fans banded together, displaying extraordinary solidarity, the crowd's focus was drawn away from the game and toward the misery of the feline. The tension reached its height as the cat lost its hold, with applause and gasps resonating throughout the stadium. Quick-thinking spectators positioned themselves underneath, effectively catching the falling cat in a touching rescue that demonstrated the value of kindness in difficult situations. A king cobra is saved. On New Year's Day, a king cobra that was caught in a fishing net close to an East Indian rice field was freed by snake rescuer Mirza Arif. Arif skillfully released the imprisoned serpent with his deft hands and scissors. He offered sips of water from a Sprite bottle to relieve its thirst in a sympathetic manner. After being freed, the magnificent snake was returned to its original environment, concluding a touching story of animal and human cohabitation. The compassionate act of the gentle gorilla. On November 10, 2020, a touching event occurred at a zoo in New South Wales, Australia. Visitors observed an amazing interaction in the gorilla enclosure. A nearby injured bird was spotted by one of the gorillas. Unexpectedly kind, the gorilla approached the bird, trying to coax it into taking flight. The bird couldn't fly, but the gorilla didn't hurt it, and he soon turned and walked away. The gorilla's remarkable act of kindness left witnesses surprised and impressed by the unexpected gentleness demonstrated by the huge animal. Pigeon storm shelter. On March 9, 2023, a kind-hearted group of people in Mersin performed a remarkable act of kindness in a touching scene. They allowed a single pigeon to take shelter inside a store after opening the doors due to a severe storm. The unexpected act highlighted the connection between people and environment under the howling winds and torrential rain. This brief but poignant incident serves as a reminder of how empathy can outlast even the most powerful storms. Cuddly alligator companion. Meet Wally, the exceptional alligator for emotional assistance. Beyond his 5 1-foot length and razor-sharp teeth, Wally, who is owned by Joey Henney, has an extraordinary affinity with his owner. Despite his intimidating exterior, Wally and Henney's 7-year friendship is endearing. Henney brought several gators from Florida in 2015, which marked the start of their special bond. Wally is an unexpected but delightful companion because of his warm demeanor, love of hugs, and fondness for cuddling. He serves as a reminder that even the unlikeliest animals can bring comfort and company. A tragedy. One day a man saw a mother deer with her little baby wandering around in the woods. He was so excited to see this cute family roaming in the woods. But what he did not know was that something tragic was about to happen. As he checked the cameras the next morning, what he saw was truly heart-wrenching. A coyote was seen going down the same path with the head of the baby deer in its mouth. A hunter bobcat. In Idaho, a hunter was up on a mountain, spotting mule deer, when he managed to capture some mind-blowing footage. Right in front of the hunter, some deer and a bobcat were sneaking up to the deer without them noticing anything. In a second pass, we see the bobcat jumping on one of the deer, grabbing it by the neck. Both of them came stumbling down the hill, and we couldn't tell if the deer survived or not. This is one rare encounter the hunter had not just seen, but also recorded, with the bobcat taking a prey much larger than its size. Strange figure. This clip is a little blurry, so we couldn't make out exactly what was happening there. However, it looks like 1 or 2 figures floating on the ground, moving somewhere. It was so shocking that even the dog stopped barking and just stood there looking at the figures. The video is creepy in many ways, from the figures not walking but floating and leaving behind a trail, to the shocked dogs. Were they ghosts, or was it something else? A figure in the backyard? This man was hearing weird voices from outside his house, so he decided to look out the window to see what was happening. As he turned the lights off inside the room, the view outside became clear. That's when we saw the figure emerging from behind the bush and coming straight towards the man. Even though there was a whole window between them, the man got so scared that he immediately backed off from the spot. Someone in the woods. Living in a place surrounded by woods isn't something you only see in the movies. Some people actually live like that. For instance, this man who kept hearing voices at night decided to check it out one day. What he recorded was a weird figure with glowing eyes in the middle of the woods. Luckily, it did not try to follow the man, or who knows what might have happened. Dobby. We're not sure if you'll find this amusing or eerie, but the family whose security camera captured this creature believed it might be their son pulling a Halloween prank on them. In the video, you can see a slender-legged creature with a head resembling Dobby from Harry Potter. However, it doesn't really look like their son. Want to know why? Well, they even had the poor guy wear underwear on his head for comparison, and when you look at both videos, it's clear it wasn't him. Troll. You might think of it as a creature from legends, but sometimes myths can become reality. All it takes is the courage to explore places where few dare to go, just like the man in this story. He ventured into a cave, and what he captured on film there shocked anyone who saw it. A massive troll-like figure emerged from a dark cave. Unfortunately, the video cuts off, so we're left wondering what happened next. Creature with no eyes. If there's any place in the world where you'd expect to encounter a monster from an alien movie, it's Australia. And that's exactly where this eyeless fish monster was discovered. Despite its small size, the fish looked like it came straight out of a horror film. This worm-like fish, measuring 15 centimeters in length, is believed to be related to worm gobies. Because worm gobies typically live their entire lives beneath the mud, humans rarely encounter them. This raises the possibility that it could be a new species. Eerie gaze in the dark. A few years ago, a YouTuber shared a brief video revealing an unsettling incident in his home. In the clip, he captures two glowing eyes peering out from the shadows within his house. The man recalls feeling a penetrating stare from the dim side of the room, and upon investigation, he discovered this eerie sight. While it's uncertain whether it's his pet dog or something more ominous, the truth remains elusive. A heart-wrenching story. What this camera captured was something truly disturbing and heart-wrenching. At first, we see the wolf's den where the little cubs are relaxing. However, just after a few moments, a big bear appears on the screen, looking for a way into the wolf's den. After minutes of struggle and digging up the whole place, the bear finally reaches the little cubs and finishes them all one by one. When the wolves come home later, all they get is a torn-up home with no cubs found anywhere. A strange deer sighting. Okay, so in December of 2010, something really weird was caught on a trail cam. At first glance, it seemed like a regular deer, but when people took a closer look, they noticed its antlers were all twisted and bumpy. Not the usual ones you'd expect. Experts think it might have been some kind of antler warts, but others are convinced it was a mutant creature of some sort. The video is pretty haunting, and it leaves us with more questions than answers about what kind of creatures might be out there in the dark of night. Mysterious glowing eyes. In February 2023, a chilling video surfaced on TikTok. The footage initially showcases a coyote moving around, but in an instant, two prominent luminous eyes appear in the background. The coyote seems to react to this presence, even though the glimpse is fleeting. While it could potentially be a large black bear, considering the eerie woods ambience, alternative possibilities shouldn't be ruled out. Fox's dominance duel. On June 24, 2023, a captivating video captures a skirmish between two foxes striving for social supremacy. This rare display of animal behavior unfolds on a trail cam. After moments of tranquility, the conflict ignites when the second fox leaps off a rock. While the battle persists for several minutes, the video concludes without revealing the ultimate victor. UFO speculations. South Korea experienced an astonishing sky illumination on December 31, 2023, sparking widespread astonishment and concern. Speculation ranged from UFOs to menacing airborne entities. However, alleviating the mounting anxiety, the South Korean military confirmed that the phenomenon was merely the result of a test-fired, solid-fueled rocket. This clarification brought a sense of relief to the populace. Bear attack. Mother Nature can be both breathtaking and scary at the same time. In 2022, there was this crazy video caught on camera showing the law of nature at its wildest. There was this dark and eerie creature perched on top of a tree. Can you believe it? People were wondering if it was a big cat, but it was a big bear right there. And somehow it managed to climb up so high. Must have been one hungry critter going after a bird's nest. It's just the harsh reality of survival in the food chain, you know? Life can be tough for everyone. A giant wolf. On their way home, these guys saw something that freaked the heck out of them. It was a massive wolf, my friend. And let me tell you, that creature locking eyes with them in the darkness sent shivers down their spines. Instead of making a quick exit, some brave souls actually chose to stick around and record the whole thing. Can you imagine? I mean, seriously, who wouldn't just run for their lives at the sight of that beast? Unusual clash. Posted on YouTube in May 2023, under the title Fight Club, this video captures an unexpected spectacle. Initially depicting a group of turkeys peacefully navigating a forest, the scene takes an abrupt turn as they unexpectedly engage in a fierce altercation. The underlying cause of their sudden clash remains a mystery, but for the video's owner, it stands as one of the most intriguing moments caught by his trail camera. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe for more content.